Hey guys, so game 3 here. I've sped up the process a little bit because originally this game was 27 minutes long. As you see, I start off with Rabbit Factory. It's a pretty good start for a wind-up player. This game, you can really see my inexperience with the wind-up deck yet. I'm glad it's just a casual game, but it definitely shows in this game that it's been a year ago since last time I played wind-ups. That's probably why I got X2 at the regional. It was pretty subpar plays I made during the regional. Yeah, well, let's get into the game. You see me having the Magician Shark already. I use Magician effect. I'm considering Red and to go for the OTK, but I'm a little afraid of his back rows. If he has Torrential, I'm kind of fucked, so I decide not to go for the game. I get another Rabbit. Decide to go for a Direwolf play, because Direwolf is simply amazing in windups. He has the bottomless. So here I debate on whether I want to go into Soul of Silver Mountain, but eventually I go into Invoker, which is not the right play at the time, because after this I don't have anything to keep my factory going. I should have definitely gone into Soul of Silver Mountain and attacked over to bring back Rabbit, and then have the Rabbit factory plays to continue on. Both of them becomes 5, and I go for Tyrus, and I attack the Ma. He drops the Tragodia and has 3 cards in hand. I don't know why I popped the Tragodia. I should have definitely popped the back row because I had the Torrential set. Again, he then trap stuns me. That trap stun, it's so good. Plays the Ma, plays the Prism, goes for 3500 Stardust, and I have so many problems with that Stardust. In the regional, I lost to the Bluelatios doing double Stardust with Prism on me in game 3, and I started only Red and a bunch of factories and never got any other monsters, so it was horrible. I just hate when you don't have any other monsters than the Red, and that alone, even if you had drawn another Red, it would have been playable. I summoned the Rat, use double factory. I'm actually pretty lucky because I think I drew that Rat. Get back the Warrior, search of factory. Rat and Shark for next turn. Still at 3500 Stardust is nothing to kid around with. I make the Red level 4 and exceed for Utopia to try and stall out. Maybe I can draw my prisons or anything. He has the Seahorse again, giving him the pass, and he summons the Sis, banishing the Ma. Sets 1 back row, and he ends his turn not even attacking Utopia to get rid of the materials. I summon the Red and bring back Rabbit. I go for Soul of Silver Mountain here and try to lock out his back row. Unfortunately for me, he changed the back row and that leaves me in a very vulnerable position, because my back rows is torrential, and I think it's bottomless, the other one. Definitely. See, dust tornadoes my torrential, and yeah, I know he has the Ma and the 2 paths, so that's really scary. Utopia attacks his Sis, and then set 1 and end my turn. And he draws Thunder King, and he decides to go make an all-out doing the Pa Ma Pa Thunder King, and he goes for the first dynamo, the bottomless. He lets it go. And then he goes for the second dynamo, and it's so good dynamo because he negates my Utopia and put it at 0 attack, and then 35 directly into Utopia. Chips away my life points so fast. Dynamo goes over the Silver Mountain for 200 more. He's left with no cards left, and I have like 5 in hand, but they're kind of useless at this point, because Stardust is a really good card, protecting his cards. And if I kill the Dynamo, he gets another card, so this situation is not looking so good for me. I take the Dark Hole. I Dark Hole immediately, just so I can get Stardust down to 25. So I might have a chance with it. He draws, attack the Invoker, and attack my set card E, which I had to set because I was so low on life points. I think I draw Tour Guide for turn. Look if I have used another Tour Guide, and I haven't, so I summon the Tour Guide and make Leviathan to have a chance against the Stardust now, since it's 25. He draws another card for turn, and he decides to crash his Stardust into my Leviathan. You see him setting a back row before attacking. Yeah, well, I don't have any more wind-ups left in my deck, so I only have the monsters I have in hand and the 1 Gorse that's left in the deck, which is pretty bad right now with me having so many back rows and so little life points. So he decides to Judgment my rabbit, which was the correct play. He reborns his Stardust.